Try and cheat on my final exam? Watch how your plan goes down in flames. I teach part-time as adjunct faculty at a business school. I have a policy in many of the courses that I teach that if you do better on the final exam than on the midterm, your final exam grade replaces your midterm exam grade. One semester some students decided to exploit this. Apparently in an earlier semester, a student took photographs of his exam paper. This is absolutely against the rules. Somehow I didn't discover it at the time. A student sent me an anonymous tip that my exam was compromised. I was actually going to write a fully new exam for that section that semester, but I decided to test the student's assertion. I took the exam in question that was compromised, and I completely and subtly rewrote it. I made it so that it looked the same as the old exam. However, if you actually read it, you'd see that the questions, or sometimes answers, on multiple choice questions, were subtly changed, such that the correct answer would be very different. Any student who wasn't familiar with the old exam and wasn't relying on it would do fine, because none of the wording was misleading or anything. It was just very misleading if you expected the previous exam to be that day's exam. The class average was a little lower than average, but most students did about as I would have expected. However, about 7 students that clearly knew each other pretty well got very, very bad grades on the exam and failed it. I never heard a word of challenge from any of them. I've no idea if they figured out what I did, but I'm glad that student gave me the tip. I now routinely do this, just in case. No idea if it's helping, but an instructor has to keep his students on their toes. Oh yeah, and those kids that cheated? Yeah, they're all expelled and at least 2 of them are gone from the face of this earth.